Hey, this is Trevor Sternad from the Black Dahlia Murder here, and you're listening to the Everblack podcast.
Hey, human skull, this is odorous from Guam.
Going to battle Fear Factory.
This is George Cole, Commander Fisher.
This is Gas from Double Drop.
This is Wade from Our Last Enemy.
Mike Nick from Suicidal Tendencies.
Hey, this is Wednesday 13.
This is Bruce. This is Rex from Kill Devil Hill.
This is Gary Bree from Sepultura. You're listening to Everblack podcast.
Alright, before we go into this episode, we just need to give a shout out to our show supporters, the brutal occult clothing brand Electric Witch, who have amazing apparel from shirts to hoodies to hats to beanies and more. Check out their full range at electricwitch.com.au and put in the code EverBlack for 20% off your order. Don't forget to subscribe, rate and review the Everblack podcast through Spotify, iTunes, YouTube and Facebook, and check out all our articles at everblackmedia.com. Alright, on with the show. Jesse, how you going, man?
I'm good. How you doing, man?
I'm good. You hanging out in your action figure
happy
cave
place.
The happy place,
Yeah,
like
dude.
my happy place.
The happy place.
That's it.
We have to have a happy place, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, of course, it's been a little while since we've caught up, and there's been a lot happening in the world. Something to do with Coronas, not tinnies. I'm drinking a tinny.
Yeah.
But,
Nice.
But, no, the undesirable Corona has put a big slow down a lot of things, but gigs are happening. A little different, but it's a good thing, man. We're still rocking and rolling. So what I'm talking about right now is, of course, Darkcell at the Brightside on September 5th with Snake Mountain. And this is your first show back in a little while.
Yeah, we were just talking about it the other night. We were like, how long's it been? About 8 months or something like that? 6-8 months? Yeah. It's crazy. Like, you just don't think about it till you realize how much time's gone and you go, holy shit, that's a substantial amount of time between gigs. I think our last show was November last year.
Yeah, when did we last chat? We were at Crowbar.
Yeah.
Was that?
It was early this year.
I
was getting all corny and stuff.
That's right, man. Oh, where did the time go? What's happened?
I know.
Clips.
It's like the year that never was, man. You know,
it's insane.
It's the year of the apocalypse, or the year that never was. Yeah, whichever way you want to look at it. So
there's a lot of positive, man. You know, at the same time, a lot of cats getting creative.
They are. Just a little bit. Me? Maybe just a little bit.
Bigger than that, you have, man. I know you've been busy behind the scenes, and of course, back to we'll just let everyone know about the show. Of course, it's split into two. The second show is sold out completely, but the first show is selling quite fast. So I mean, and that's at 6 o'clock, which I think is a really cool. Who came up with the idea to do it that way?
The promoters did, which wasn't us, thankfully, for once. So, you know, it was the Destroyer Lines people, I believe, that came up with that idea. So, yeah, more power to them. You know, I think it's a little bit different playing a show at, you know, 2 shows. Especially, you know, doors opening at 6 p.m. It's like who goes to see a rock show at 6 p.m. You know, so yeah, it's an interesting experiment, man. But you know, hats off to these people that are, you know, moving heaven and earth to put on shows for the general public that are out there trying to, you know, keep sane, man. So good on them for, you know, being creative and doing these sorts of things. You know, like, yes, it's a little bit weird. Yes, people have to sit down, but you know. These are the things we have to do. This is the world we live in right now, and this is what we've got to do to enjoy the finer things in life.
I don't know about you, dude, but I'd rather play a show with everyone sitting down than no show at all. And
absolutely, man. Yeah.
You know?
It was like, I totally agree, man. I think it's great that it's a bit weird. People have to sit down and stuff, but, you know, that's what we've got to do. That's how we've got to get by in the meantime till, you know, things go back to some sort of level of normal, you know? So it's just the way of the world, man. It's live in the now, as Garth would say.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Are you getting pumped to get back on stage? Though?
Yeah. It didn't really sort of hit me till we jammed the other night, and it's been a long time since we played those songs, and it just felt great, man. It felt really good. The energy, just seeing each other doing what we love, and just forgetting all of our woes and problems, and just having a good time playing music, and feeling the magic, man. It was beautiful. I'm sure you feel the same way if your boys. I watch videos of you guys jamming, and it's just nothing but happiness, man. And it's a beautiful thing. So
and then the camera turns off, and we're fisticuffs and
yeah, boom.
We're like, no,
yeah.
No, it's definitely it's that feeling, man. It's the best thing in the world. How can you be cranky when you're jamming?
It's the kind of thing, man. It's a weird, like, there's a lot of ways to look at what's happening in the world right now, and how this is all going. But the fact that this is all happening, I guess, I'd like to think many of us, it's a chance for us all to really take a moment to appreciate what we have.
Yeah, man.
Which you got to, you know fully well from GC days and stuff. Like, we reached a point where it just got complacent, man. People just went, oh, whatever, gigs just seemed like, whatever. Whereas now it's like gigs are few and far between, like it's a rare commodity. So the value of going to see a show now has become, to me, more valuable. So, that's
Totally
just my thoughts.
No, absolutely, man. And I feel like people are kind of frothing for it now. You know what I mean?
I think so.
It's good. It's totally.
Yeah, it's great.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
You guys have been keeping in touch during the whole thing, though? I mean, obviously, things got really locked down. How were you guys running things behind the scenes? Like, how'd that look?
I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty grim. Like, there's definitely some dark days that we can all put behind us. But we definitely tried to stay in touch, and just more so just checking in on each other and making sure we're okay. Because this whole situation affected many of us, in worse ways than we like to remember. And the fact that even if it was just simple, "How you doing?" or a text or whatever, like just little things like that goes a long way for people. So for us, we did that. We didn't stay in touch completely every single day, but we'd maintain a certain level of contact of just checking that everything's okay, we're staying sane, no one's died, blah blah blah. It was all good.
That's good, man. What about recording some new Darkcell stuff? I saw a bit of a sparkle in your eye before that something was going on.
Yeah. You'd like some nuggets, would you?
Mate, I want all the beans, and I want them spilt everywhere. All the beans.
All right. Yeah. I only do it for you, Nev. Yeah, man, we have been. Yeah, we have. We've been doing some recording. So, it's always a fun time when you're making new music. So, we've got a couple of new songs pretty much done. And there's always new ideas floating around. So there's definitely new material in the works. But, at the same time, we're not in a dramatic rush to put things out. I feel like this year is just such a weird year, and I feel like new material tends to get lost in the wash of everything, So I don't know. We're not taking a dramatic amount of time. We're not rushing to get things done, and keeping content out there, etc. We're just biding the time and just making it worthwhile. So,
how would you describe the direction of the new stuff? Has all this had some kind of creative influence on how you're writing and the direction?
Definitely. Yeah. I mean, definitely, man. It's made it, I mean, for me personally, it's definitely given more of a creative spark. Bit more, I've always taken it quite seriously, but, this time around, especially, it's just made you really appreciate that time and that process of writing and recording. Which, for me, I always hold it dear to my heart. I love it. I absolutely love creating in the studio, just seeing an idea grow from, a simple melody in your head and then transforming into a full-blown song. It's a beautiful experience, so this has definitely shown us or given us an opportunity to try out some slightly different ideas in what we do. So it's still like it's definitely maintaining a heavy edge, but just and it's still got all the crazy hooks and the sweet spots and that we just love doing. I don't know, it's just an addiction for us, man, but it's definitely got some elements of something else going on as well. So yeah, we're excited.
Yeah, I'm excited. And of course, Freakenstein. I mean,
oh
yeah, man. Yeah. So you've been really busy with that. Oh, what's that you got there? In printed version, and
in printed,
man. That's very, very.
I'm pretty
cool.
stoked.
I'm stoked.
I'm not gonna lie. Thank you. I'm not gonna lie. This is very special, and it has deep sentimental value. Like Richard, a very good friend of ours, mutual friend, at RW Promotions, helped me immensely getting this printed. And I can't say enough good things about him in the business because, just making this happen just meant the world to me. For me, what I did was something a little bit different. If it's cool to talk about this.
I want to go right into it.
Okay, cool. So, I mean, this story's been kicking around for a while. Okay, so this is basically the beginning of an ongoing series of stories that I plan to put out based on a tour diary that I kept when we toured the US in 2015. And, for various reasons with the band that we toured with, I couldn't really let that tour diary sort of see the light of day, because it just didn't work out, So what I did was I went, well, let's go with plan B and let's turn this into a horror story. So I just basically turned a tour diary into a horror novel with werewolves and vampires and, everything that goes bump in the night, and just basically killed the band and transformed us into an entity called Freakenstein. And it's kind of got a bit of a, I guess, to describe it in a nutshell, like kind of a Scott Pilgrim versus the world kind of vibe, battling. He's got to go through different levels to fight different boss level monsters to get certain powers to fight the ultimate boss at the end. That's kind of the overall story in a nutshell for you, And, but how, it's got a bit of humor. It's got a lot of gore in it, got a lot of action. It's a short novel. I purposely made it short just because I find people's attention spans, mine included, they're not very big. So I can't sit there with a 400-page book and read it cover to cover, in one day. So I'm giving people an opportunity to go, well, hey, if you're sitting in a coffee shop or at a bar and you're enjoying a beverage, read a book. Don't read your phone, read a book. It's my challenge to the people of planet Earth, it's try something different. And getting back to the printing of this, I didn't use Patreon. I didn't use Kickstarter or anything like that. What I did was something a little bit radical that I didn't realize how cool it was till Richard sort of looked at me when I told him and just, it was like he was just blown away that I did it. I went and recycled.
Yes.
I collected cans, bottles, I looked like a hobo every day, and I'm still doing it. I would empty, with all the full support from my boys and my family at Lumberpunks. They, let me unload all the recycling and take it down to Tomra Recycling Centre. My gym down at Dundee's Boxing, they let me do the same thing there, and from home as well. And, I've just raised enough money to print the first run of books. And, and I've got this great, this book that I'm extremely proud of. And to make it a little bit sweeter, I've written a bonus chapter with everyone's favorite tour manager, sound man extraordinaire, Mr. Chippy, who is actually an essential part of the story in real life. But I've given him his own chapter because he's just that kind of guy.
No, that's it.
Yeah.
Everyone loves Chippy. Hey, Chip.
Yeah. Hey, Chip.
Looking forward to seeing you.
And we got a bonus. I put a A4 poster in there too. So I've just kind of made it like a really cool comic book that I grew up with all the extras that you love as a kid, and just made it a fun and exciting experience as much as I can anyway. So
I liked it. I like
Thank
the werewolf with it. I don't want to spoil it.
Oh, that's all right.
Patch.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That was cool.
Yeah. There's some cool characters in the pipeline that will surface, and I'll bring in some other players from the real experience and integrate them into the story somehow, and just make it, I don't know, the story, it's full of possibilities. So, but I try to make it as Darkcell as possible with song references and stuff. And
yeah. I like that, the werewolf part. That was cool.
Yeah. So I've already started the next book, which takes us to Colorado, and it's gonna have Sasquatches and just cool shit, man. But it's gonna be fun, man. It's a lot of fun just writing. It's something I've always enjoyed, but I didn't realize how much I enjoyed writing it till now. So, I've written about 5 or 6 books now that are going to see the light of day this year, probably. So.
Oh, so it's done. It's all in the can, ready to roll.
Yeah. So the next book is a fan fiction. I am extremely excited about it. It's, for anyone that's a fan of the movie The Warriors, it's my little contribution to the story, a fan fiction. So it's not like it's factual or anything. It's just my interpretation. And I've created a legacy story that's going to be set 40 years after the events of the movie.
Yeah, cool.
And it's going to be a legacy story about a guy that grows up a very messed up life, and he doesn't understand. He's kind of like a Michael Douglas from Falling Down style character, just very pent up rage, doesn't understand what the hell's going on, but then he discovers his legacy when he meets his dad, and he realizes that, his dad was the leader of the Baseball Furies, and it just opens up a whole can of worms. Yeah.
When
it
can we
is
see that one?
ultra violent. Sorry?
When can we expect to see that one?
Very, very soon.
Yeah.
I'm already working on it now, and the bonus content that I'm going to have for that is very super cool. So, yeah.
Cool,
and it's the first part of a trilogy, so it's going to have a lot of cameos and nods to the original characters from the movie. So, yeah. I don't know. I'm just having a good time, man.
Man, that's so awesome. Are we going to be able to get our hands on those physical copies at the show?
Yeah, I hope so. Yes, definitely. I kind of finally got around to making it slightly public today, and there's just a few orders coming through, so I'm like, okay, I might have to get some more for the show.
Well, man,
So,
I may have to bring some up for you if you get stuck.
that sounds great.
I can deliver.
You're a beautiful man, Nev.
Save you the trip. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's it.
Of course, I mean, another one of your many projects is the Life is Freaky Korn Tribute, which is, it was going off as well. And was there any news in regards to that? I mean, I know it's hard to sort of say right now.
Yeah, not really, man. I mean, to be honest, this year's been in limbo. I really don't have a crystal ball to predict what's going to happen. I mean, just the fact that we're playing a show next week, I'm excited about it, but at the same time, I'm just completely surprised because, it's just, yeah, I can't put my finger on it. I really just don't know what to make of everything that's going on. And in terms of, those kind of questions like, will we return to some sort of normal gig capacity atmosphere where people can dance and mosh and have a good time? We're going to experience this next week when people are sitting there and we're kind of doing our thing going, get the fuck up. And it's like security standing right next to people going, sit back down,
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I know. It's a hard thing to sort of judge right now, but
yeah,
I know people are hanging to have, the amps turned up and
totally.
And someone screaming in their face, and just, even if they're sitting down, they just want to experience that environment.
I did see a really cool video once. Maximum the Hormone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Just
Shane
dumb.
about Maximum the Hormone.
Yes. Yeah. Dumb question. So anyway, you've seen that video where they played a concert in the classroom?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Look that up.
Okay.
To me, if they can do a concert in the classroom with kids sitting in school desks, like old school desks, and just, sitting there moshing like that, anything's possible. So
that's true. I have seen it firsthand, and man, it's a different world. But man, there's still that magic in the air, and there's definitely
that magic is there.
That magic is definitely going to be there on Saturday. It's the 5th of September. Tickets are on sale now for the first show at 6:00, which is going to be awesome. We'll be definitely hanging around, and of course, other than that, man, what else you got cooking up?
Just pretty much more stories, more music, and a whole lot of Freakenstein going on. So it's good. Good times,
man.
With bonus Chippy chapter.
Oh, I love it. That's so good.
I love it.
Is that a Manson figure in the back?
That is correct.
For a second. Yeah, I remember that one. How good's that?
It's a good one, eh?
Yeah,
I like this one. This one here was probably one of my first purchases I got off eBay. Once upon a time in a galaxy far, far away. It's it's my Jack Skellington one,
man.
and got the beloved Rob Zombie just there. Yeah, super cool.
Nice. Have you heard the Power Man? Did you hear the new Power Man album today? New Power Man?
Yeah. Oh, I haven't heard the new album, but I heard Black Lipstick, and man, Spiders. He's just cool, man. I like it.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I'm stoked that bands like that are putting out music. Like I love the new Static X record. There's some great new music coming out, man. Like I'm still, enjoying new Lamb of God. I'm enjoying the new Upon a Burning Body. It's people are, in this crazy time of, weird shit going on, people are still putting out music, and that's great. Especially the bands that we love. It's great. So
it's spoiled, I think. Which is 2020 has been a really good year for music.
Yeah, I mean, even Mr. Manson puts out a new song, so hey, it's good.
Hey,
good times all around.
Too. What's that? September 11 is his one's coming out, new one.
Ironically, yeah.
But
hey,
man, more on the way. But until then, we will see you and the boys September 5th with Snake Mountain. And that is at the Brightside in Brisbane. Tickets are on sale now. We will have the links down here, as I always say. Jesse, to you, my friend.
And to you, Nev. Thank you.
Party on.